Hello everyone. Tonight we're working on Module 1, Lesson 11, and we'll be multiplying decimal fractions by a single-digit whole number. This is just a quick overview of how multiplication with decimal fractions work. We'll be going into more depth in the next module. Let's start off by multiplying 3 times 3/10. So I will use my place value discs to show 3/10. That means I have 3 discs in the tenths column. And 3 times, you can say this a lot of different ways. You could say 3 copies of, 3 sets of, or as we all know, it's multiplication is repeated addition. So we could say to add 3 times. So I've got 1, 2, 3 sets of 3/10 now. And I'm going to take a look at how many I have total. Count them all, and I have 9. And so my answer will be 9/10. Okay, let's see what happens when we have 4 times 3/10. I'm going to make 4 copies of 3 this time, or 4 sets of 3. And what I notice now is that I have more than 10 tenths. So I'm going to do some regrouping. And I'm going to take 10 of those tenths, and I'm going to move them over to the ones place to make 1, 1. So now I have a 1 in the ones place and a 2 in the tenths place. So my answer is 1 and 2/10. So 4 times 3/10 is 12/10, but we write that in standard form as 1 and 2/10. Okay, it's your turn. You're going to multiply 6 times 4/10, please. Use a place value chart and place value discs, and then write your answer on Edpuzzle. Let's try multiplying a 2-digit decimal fraction. So I'm going to put 43 hundredths into my place value chart. I have 4 in the tens place and 3 in the hundreds place. And I need 2 copies of that. So I'm going to duplicate it. And then I'll take a look and see what my totals in each column are. It looks like I've got 8 in the tenths place and 6 in the hundreds place. Still have 0 in the ones place, so my answer will be 86 hundredths. Okay, I'm going to show you another way to do this now, because as you may have noticed on that little Edpuzzle quiz, it gets cumbersome using the place value chart once the numbers get very large. So for multiplication, unless you're multiplying very small numbers, it's actually more convenient to use an area model. So hopefully you all remember what area models look like from last year. I've got mine filled out with the 2 over here on the side. And then I've got a column for each one of the digits in my decimal fraction. 4/10 is right here. 3 hundredths is right here. And then inside my area model, I do my multiplication. So 2 times 4 is 8/10. And 2 times 3 is 6 hundredths. And then down at the bottom, I can take standard form and add them together. 8/10 plus 6 hundredths will equal 86 hundredths. All right, now it's your turn. I'd like you to multiply 2 times 423 thousandths. You may use a place value chart or an area model, or do both to see how they both work. Then put your answer on Edpuzzle. All right, now we're going to multiply 7 times 2 and 41 hundredths. And this is one where we would definitely want to use an area model instead of a place value chart, because we're multiplying by 7. There's going to be a lot of dots involved. We use the place value chart. It's much easier in the area model. So 7 times 2 ones will be 14 ones. 7 times 4 tenths will be 28 tenths. 7 times 100th will be 7 hundredths. Looks like I should have made that part a little bit bigger so hundredths would fit in there. Now down below, I'm going to write, they're in unit form right now inside the area model. I'm going to write these numbers in standard form down below and add them up. So 14 ones is just 14. I put a plus sign where every border between the places is. 28 tenths is written as 2 and 8 tenths in standard form. And of course 7 hundredths is written as 0.07 in standard form. And when I add them all up, I see that 7 hundredths, I only have a 7 in the hundredths place. I have an 8 in the tenths place, and then I'm going to have to add that 2 ones onto my 14 ones for a total of 16 ones. So my answer is 16 and 87 hundredths. All right, now it's your turn. 8 times 2 and 34 hundredths. Please use an area model to find the answer. Write your answer on Edpuzzle. Good luck. Remember to go back and review anything you don't understand, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.